Hello everybody, MisterEhm here, or just Chris, whatever you would prefer to call me, and I'm doing something that I have never done on the channel before. I'm playing Ranked, which is not new to the channel. I have played Ranked a time or two, like, a while ago, like, probably over a year ago. I'm actually doing a post-commentary on a Ranked game, and I think this is a really good idea. I'm really excited to do this. I'll probably do this more often on the channel if this goes over well, and a couple of reasons. I think I get Escort here. I don't even remember what game I'm playing. I think I get Escort. It's really good to do this in post-commentary because it allows me to actually focus on the game. I get to actually go through Ranked and actually focus and really think through my actions before and not have to describe what I'm saying. It makes things way, way easier. I think that's good to do Ranked for that. Anyways, though, I'm gonna like explain my thoughts as I go, and I'm just kind of gonna generally talk about town of Salem, the channel, and I'll describe things when I need to. So I roll Escort here. Escort, is actually a fairly strong town role. I think it's kind of underrated in a sense. I think Escort, people get in, they kind of groan and they go, oh, what a lame role. And I guess it is like a non-sexy role, if that makes sense. Like it's, I mean, it literally is a sexy role, but like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, for me, it's not like Jailer. It's not like a super, super fun role, but it has its purpose. So, night one, I open the chat log and I'm looking at who talked, because I'm not visiting them. Golden rule for me is I never, ever, ever visit anyone who talks night one. So I set up my will, I find someone to role block night one, I put their name in because people hate it when I do numbers. So I think I did name and numbers. So I got that down, and then I'm kind of just chilling. Nothing else you can really do as the Escort at this point in time. It's up to you whether you want to role block night 2, night 3, but night 1 you should always be role blocking someone because it's valuable information to town, and if a town member, if they get role blocked, should tell the town they got role blocked, and then we know what one of the town support is. That's the name of the game. It's spreading information. So 1 kill, so we know right away. It's like, okay, no SK. And I see this. This is really interesting, actually. They're dead. Shot by a Vigi. Couldn't find a will. And look at this. It was the Jester. So right away, we know 2 things. We know the Vigi was controlled by a witch, and we know that Any is witch, which is actually really good for us. We also know Mafia didn't kill. Mafia either hid an immune or was jailed and role blocked, which is highly unlikely. Most likely just hidden immune. But right away, Vigilante cannot shoot night 1 unless controlled by a witch. So that was actually good case scenario for us. Everyone's talking about it, everyone's blah blah blah. So that's good. Any out of the way. That's actually really, really good to know Any on day 1. I couldn't have had that. Honestly, couldn't have gone better for us. Because witch finding Vig night 1 usually is very scary. Usually very scary. But everyone's talking about lynching the Vigilante here, and I kind of hint. I don't claim here, but I'm saying, hey guys, we might have an Escort. Don't worry about lynching the Vig. I'm not hard claiming Escort, but I'm saying we don't need to lynch the guy. So I wasn't gonna role block from here on out until a Mafioso or a Godfather died, but now I have a purpose. Now I'm gonna be on Jonathan Corwin, the Vigilante, until the witch dies or until he dies. So we actually have an okay amount of information day 1. We know what the neutral evil is, and we know what the Any is. Not bad. Not bad at all. I actually reveal to Corwin here. I tell him I'll role block him because he claimed Vig. No one counterclaimed him. I have no reason not to believe it. I'm like, Corwin's the Vig. We're all good. And I'm going to role block him. So unless he gets killed by Mafia, we're good. We've got a confirmed town there, and we're doing all right. We're not doing so bad. And I made sure to tell town along the way. You make sure you tell them, okay, Any is witch, neutral evil, out of the way, Jester. And that's all day 1. That was actually quite an interesting day 1. I haven't seen something like that in a while. And it's a good thing that the guy was killed was the Jester, because that's a Jester play that I see happen from time to time. Claiming Vig, saying the witch found me, hey guys, lynch me. And actually, it's an interesting play. I don't know if it's the best one. Okay, 2 people dead today. 1 by Mafia, 1 left, I believe. Whew. So I think we lose Jailer here. I think Jailer, yeah, that was it. We lose Jailer day 2, right? And I'm like, well, shoot. Okay, lost Jailer, and then we lose another guy. Jake died. He left the game, and this one hurt us. This right here was like, oof, just look. Yeah. Jailer killed, and the Retributionist died next day, and I'm like, well, fuck. Like, we went from like a really good start to like we just lost the 2 best rolls we had in this game potentially. So I'm like, well, crap. So I call for I know that Kaneki, I don't know how to say it. Kaneki claimed medium, Beat Up Nerds claimed investigator. So I call for him to post his will. He does. And I missed something here. I want you guys to pay attention to this. Corwin says witch went somewhere else, and I asked if anyone was witched or roll blocked. I don't think anyone claimed roll blocked, and I don't think we, I also say we probably have arsonist, because neutral killing hasn't killed. So I know we most likely have an arsonist. Jaehyun asked me my role. I whispered back asking his, because I wasn't quite ready to reveal yet, even though I didn't think he was evil. But pay attention to that right there. That no one claimed witched on that day, and that Beat Up Nerds claimed investigator and was jailed the night before. I missed a big hint. I didn't see that, and I should have picked up on it. So you probably get what I'm getting at. I'm kind of spoiling a little bit here. It's not too hard to connect the dots, but Jaehyun sees that I visited number 2. I claim escort to him. I let him know because I'm pretty sure he's lookout. I do believe him. And I go right back to Corwin. Because I have no one else to roll block right now. I don't have any... If the Godfather or the Mafioso is dead, I might be thinking otherwise. Or even a serial killer, I'm okay with a 1-to-1 trade. If I roll block the serial killer... Of course, there's no serial killer in this game. But if I roll block the serial killer, they kill me. And we get a trade. A 1-to-1 trade, Townie for a neutral killing. That's a good trade. I put down all the claims here on my will, just that if I die, Town gets reminded, even though the wills are already available. You want to make it as easy as possible, because you don't know who you're playing with. You could be playing with some really, really smart people, or some really, really stupid people. Sometimes I'm the smart person, sometimes I'm the dumb person. It happens. But I'm just making it as easy as possible for Town, is the goal here. So we lose Dr. Jester, killed by Mafia. And Ducko messaged me saying I was visited by Samuel Paris. I'm like, okay, interesting. Beat Up Nerds, this is what threw me off. Beat Up Nerds messaged me and said, you're doused, you came up bodyguard, godfather, arsonist. And so at that point, I believe Beat Up Nerds. I'm like, okay, I totally believe him. He's investigator. And I think Samuel Paris has to be Arso. Samuel Paris was witched, he claims. So I've got a lot of information here. I believe, in my mind, Beat Up Nerds is confirmed as invest. Ducko is most likely the other Town investigative role. It says I was voted by, or I was visited by Samuel Paris. And so in my mind, I think, okay, Samuel Paris, most likely arsonist. Let's get him on the stand. Let's get him to claim a role. And Beat Up Nerds and Ducko are both looking pretty Town to me right now. Both looking pretty Town. I don't really, I don't 100% take that as truth. They're not really confirmed to me yet. Of course, this is a weird interaction. I'm getting information from multiple sources here. But And Paris, he messaged me lookout. And then he claims doctor. Or Beat Up Nerds gets voted up here. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Beat Up Nerds gets voted up. And the way that this looked, it really did... I really do believe him here. I'm like, okay, he must be an investigator. Makes sense. We know there's an Arso. And he's defending himself, and I think we Inno. We Inno this. Yeah, sweet Inno. Beat Up Nerds goes down, and I want Samuel Paris up, because I'm like, I'm 99% sure this guy's the arsonist based off the information I was given. I don't think I relayed it to Town very well, the information that I had. I could have been a little better at that. I could have made things clearer, but I was very happy Town voted this one up right away, and I'm very happy that everyone clued in to the wills and the information we had. I don't remember what I was writing here. I started writing something, and then Samuel Paris claims doctor, and I'm like, I asked for a CC. Asked for a counterclaim here, and we actually... I don't remember seeing it, but I believe we did get a CC. I believe Lay's claimed doctor. Yeah, Lay's CC's there. We guilty it. Samuel Paris goes down. It's so much easier when we know what the any is, because you can, if someone claims random town, we can really just lynch them. If two people claim random town, you can just kill both of them. And you really don't have to feel bad, because it's just so unlikely that they actually are the random town. When two people claim, when two people claim a random town slot, you know one of them's lying. It's pretty easy. You lynch one, you jail the other. If you're correct the first time, great. If you aren't, whatever. A 1-to-1 trade is a great trade in almost every case scenario. And at this point, I think that Kaneki is Mafia, because I don't quite believe the medium claim. He claimed medium early on. He hasn't really contributed much to town. He hasn't talked much. And he'd have to be random town, and we know the any. So I'm thinking either Kaneki's random town claim, because I know Retributionist is town support. I'm the Escort. I'm the other town support. We know any. Random town support would have been either medium or someone else. So I know either Kaneki is lying or another random town claim is lying. If anyone claims town support. And we also have 2 town invest claims as well. I'm going through the chat right now to confirm that I believe. I'm seeing what do we have in terms of claims. And so we're doing alright, but we haven't found any Mafia yet. And majority, we've only lost 2 town. We lose 2 people die here. I think we're not doing bad, but we really do need to get a Mafia today. So Corwin dies. I was role blocking him again, as it makes sense to, especially with no Mafia dead. Okay, so we lose our Vigi there. We knew who's Vigi. And we've got Jaehun and Duckout claiming Lookout, and both of them are looking pretty towny. Like, Jaehun and Duckout are both looking good. Like, I wouldn't question either of them. And we know random town. We actually, Mafioso dies there. That just is, it is what it is. There's no skill involved with that one. So I throw it out there, do we know random town? Because we don't. We have no idea. I'm just hoping someone else knows some information. I don't. And Jaehun with the Lookout claim, which I do believe, I'm 99% sure he's actually Lookout. But then he puts out that Corwin died the night before, by Mike and Raggedy. So I'm like, okay, never mind, screw my suspicions, listen to this guy. So we call for the rolls, we call for the will, and he claims bodyguard, and I'm like, bullshit. I'm 100% with a doctor claim already, and no any. I'm like, honestly, like, he could be random town, but I'm more than comfortable taking this lynch. There's 3 town dead, more than comfortable lynching this guy. Especially considering he hasn't talked yet, he hasn't really voted, he hasn't contributed to any town. I'm more than willing. And also, I think there was something actually wrong with his will. I think there was something wrong with his will. I can't quite remember. I think it was, no, I don't remember, to be honest. But I was, I'm thinking, this is Godfather. I'm more than willing to take this risk. That's such a common bodyguard. Bodyguard is the most common Godfather claim. He also visited this guy, and he would have protected. That was it. If he really did, we know that he didn't visit Corwin. Or we know that he did visit Corwin, but it wasn't in his will that he visited Corwin, and he would have saved him. So we're like, that makes no sense. So we lynch him there. Corwin died to Mafia. He also, this guy visited, and he claimed bodyguard. That's not possible. We lynch him. That's what was going on. I had to think about that for some reason. So he goes down, Godfather out, and we're like, great, we're doing good. We're doing good. So in one day, we got rid of 2 Mafia. We only really worked for one of them. And now we just have to find the now Mafioso. Random Mafia, I believe. I don't remember what Random Mafia was. So now we just got to find one. And so my suspicion's on Kaneki, right? So I'm going to roll block Kaneki. And if there's no kills, I can be fairly certain that Kaneki is the last Mafia. I don't think Town, and I put it in my will, and Town should pick up on that as well. I'm Escort, I roll block Kaneki, and then if no one dies, we know Kaneki's the last Mafia. And so if I die, so I put in my will, Kaneki or Mike, because I'm fairly certain Kaneki or Mike, I know what, I have a good idea of what Laze is. Laze is Doctor, no one CC'd it. Beat Up Nerds, I think is Investigator. So I don't know if Random Town is the medium or if it's the investigator right now. So I die. I died a Mafia, and I'm like, whatever. I was witched and I died. So my last little will is kind of useless there, but it is what it is. So I go down, and I'm like, you know what? I did my job. I don't think I could have really done anything differently. And I made a huge mistake there. I put Kaneki, Mike, or Ducko, and I forgot that Ducko had claimed Lookout and was pretty much confirmed. I shouldn't have had his name there. I really should have only had Kaneki or Mike. And so my mistake here is, at this point, I was thinking, I totally forgot about the witch at this point. And honestly, for good reason, because the witch isn't really a threat here. The Vigilante's dead. Witch doesn't really have anything other than voting power. So I'm thinking, even though I'm dead, I'm thinking, okay, get the last, just get last Mafia, because witch is not a threat, witch is not a problem. Of course, I can't really say anything, but I'll know tonight 100% who the last Mafia is, because I'll see if the medium claim is correct. If the medium is real, I know 100% that Mike, it has to be Mike, or it has to be Beat Up Nerds, because Mike hasn't even claimed a role, he hasn't talked, or Beat Up Nerds is lying. So I'm thinking one of them's Witch, one of them's Mafia, and the rest are Town, right? So everyone's pushing for Mike. This was a little shocking to me. I thought Mike was gonna get voted up and lynched, and he didn't, and Town just let that one go. I think Town should have pushed a little harder. I think there should have been a lynch almost no matter what on that day. You had 2 very suspicious people, and you had 3 people almost confirmed. Even though Lays hasn't done much, there's no CC for Town support. No one's even, or for Town Protective, I mean, sorry. So you pretty much know Lays is the doctor. So I say it's Mike Kaneki, I see the medium talk, and then I go, oh, it's Mike. 100%. Kaneki's medium, and that confirms it. I know 100%, with almost 100% certainty, it's Mike, and if it's not, it's gotta be Beat Up Nerds. And I'm hoping that Kaneki can, one of them's lying, yep. So the medium realized that, and, I'm still defending Beat Up at this point, and that was my major mistake, is I totally forgot about the investability with the Witch. I forgot that the Witch could, see people's roles. Or can he? Was that removed? Someone help me. Oh no. I think that actually might have been removed. Either way, the Witch played this really well. I'm gonna spoil it. Beat Up Nerds was the Witch. And then everyone pushes on Mike today. Which is good. That's the right play. I'm glad that Town's doing that. That's what I would have done if I was alive. I would have said get Mike. But someone's telling me in dead chat that Beat Up Nerds is suspicious and probably Witch. I'm like, no, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. 100% mess up on my part. I wasn't thinking very hard about that one. I wasn't counting Town Invest rolls correctly. But yeah, Mike goes up. I don't even remember what Mike claimed at this point. But for ranked, I find this is a much, much easier format for me to do. 10 times easier for me to do post-commentary and just talk about what's going on, do a little play-by-play, tell you my thoughts, tell you what's actually happening. So much easier that I can actually clearly think through my decisions. Of course, it doesn't always work. So Mike doesn't even talk here. I don't even think he defends himself. So we know he's either a Witch or he's the Mafia, 100%. And that actually kind of scares me a bit. I see 5 guilties and I'm like, oh no. Because I'm thinking at least the Witch or the Blast Mafia would have at least abstained, but everyone voted guilty, so I'm like, oh no, this is probably a Town here. No, and then when I see that, not final last will, Mafioso, I was like, oh, thank God. I was correct. And just like that, that's the game. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.